Page 7. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge. Through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge. Through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge. Through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugat to know of the world, supreme God of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shaka clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shaka clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shaka clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go to refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides and said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With a supreme science, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Thus free like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the bounded having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean. To you the one gone to thusness I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality. The Dharma that pacifies I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, and to the moral precepts. To you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all those who never devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects. With supreme faith, I pay homage. Do not commit any virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly, this is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See condition things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the foe of false, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protectors' heart, to tip of his fresh, pure, white, heaped, curd-like cloud, full of Samdrapa, Dharma's omniscient King, pray come to this place with your disciples, in space ahead on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru as supreme merit, feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear, and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit. Non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginning blessed time, especially what has contradicted three vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned mundane concerns, made life essence full. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely masked in your Dharma kaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable Lord Sandrapas essential teachings specially shine forever. Migre sewe chen raising, dream a kempe wampo jan pelya, tu pumalu jam se song weda, gong chen kepe sugen song kapa, lo sandra pe jabla so water. Oh, glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remains steadfast. Homage to the exalted three jewels. Thus have I heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha and Vajrayana, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the At that very time the superior Geshe, the bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness and inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior of Geshe, the bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of lineage trained who wishes to engage in the practice of profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Shara the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wish to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this. Subsequently, looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness and inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, discrimination, no composition, no factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch. There is no element. It is so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifested complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequal mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata Gate Gate Paragate. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Akashara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child, well indeed, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagata will rejoice. When the Blessed One has said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Akashara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed with clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis. Tayata, Egate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisoha. Through the power of truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, they all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shanti Kuriye Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse harmful conditions. May all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness. Bring happiness and well-being here right now. Sashi Bogi Jukshing Meto Tramri Ravlingji Nide Gyambadi Sangye chu badu dake kapsuchi, taki chunin kepe sonam ki, chola penche sange drupa sho. Chola sogi chonala, jam chu badu dake kapsuchi, taki chunin kepe sonam ki, chola penche sange drupa sho. Chola sogi chonala, jam chu badu dake kapsuchi, taki chunin kepe sonam ki, chola penche sange drupa sho.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? It's 2 hours ago already sunset? Not yet. Anyway, it's wonderful to see you back again. 2-3 weeks. It's a long time. I miss you guys.
I missed you.
Yeah. Firstly, also thank you, Tomchila, come back. We are very happy. You don't need to put here. How about, can you hold it? Right? He said, okay, how is it? Can you hold it? This is what is there. You know, basically, when he's here, we don't know he's very important or not. Just always, oh, Tom is here, oh yeah. Then sometime when we're missing, then oh, okay, now I understand. It's good. Sometimes we remember to, he's very kind for all of us. It's wonderful. He will recover. Then secondly, also thank you for all of you. Support to my short retreat. All of you guys sent flowers, shoppings, do a lot of things. It's very wonderful. I also had a very good time. Sometimes my mind's just going to Boston area. My body stays in my room, that my mind just go to everywhere. Therefore, anyway, it's wonderful. I believe we all create a very good karma, positive karma, not negative karma. You know, firstly, we feel for our teacher's advice. The best way to make matter is to happy our teachers. Then the teachers also, if you follow the he or she advice, this is the best way. The Lauram, all the different Lauram say, follow the teacher's advice, best to make happy teacher. Or the teacher also, who happy, who follow his students. Like example, you know the teacher has so many qualities. Like basically our teachers have 10 different qualities. If you are not that quality, you are not have qualified as a teacher. Basically our teacher. Then who give you any different vowels, also they have different qualities. But basically the teacher has 10 different qualities. Therefore, though that kind of teacher, is what he or she wish to students to follow Buddha's advice. The teacher teaching for Buddha's advice for us. There were like teacher, some students have followed he or she's advice. Some students always give very big checks. The teacher which wants to follow. He follow big checks, then the teacher's not good. The teachers not have not qualified the teachers. Teachers not qualified teacher, like who looking for positions, right? Material things, position things. Who looking for the students or like follow he or she advice? That's best teacher. Therefore, the teachers also have to very strong live the teaching their students. Therefore, anyway, like his own Lama Sobramache is the have qualified the teachers, best teacher. They advise for like me to Sean records what to do. He's very kind. Then they give advice. Then I try to do my best. You guys also support. We all follow teachers' advice. Therefore, we create very great merit. Then I already told last week Sunday class. You guys also rejoice, not enjoy. Enjoy food, right? Rejoice. The rejoice is the best, easiest way to get the merit. You know, the Lama Tsongkhapa said, best get the merit is rejoice others' merit, others' action. Good action, not bad action. You rejoice, bad action is also not good. Therefore, also the another master said, if you are not jealous, others get the merit. You rejoice, you get the merit as same as for others. Same. There was someone who worked very hard. Someone just relax, rejoice. Same merit is good, right? You all need that. Like that, therefore, all of we, you guys also thank you for support. Me and center. Center is your center. This is not my center. It's not belongs to one person. This belongs for individual, everyone. Therefore, firstly, thank you for my retreat, not complete, almost halfway, more than halfway, maybe 70%. If we're going to retreat also fire puja here, we get permission. Also maybe I'm looking for the date. We not yet get. Then also people can come to look. We will send the message. Anyway, enjoy the merit. Thank you for all of you. It's also we dedicate also for long life. We don't tell Lama Sobramache, so for then also purify negative karmas, all of us, to all the obstacles go away, or all of each us, feel our wishes to come. Like that, thank you. Then secondly, also I'd like to thank you guys. The Kurukulla center is I think very useful center. We do a lot of benefit for others. Therefore, it's not Kurukulla center, it's you guys do that. It's not one person cannot do. Therefore, you support center physically, mentally, financially. Then this is a community. Then we can serve a lot of people. Therefore, you help for others. You don't need to go one by one go to the Boston, they have any homeless person or something to need some help. If you're looking for that, also you're a little strange person. Maybe they don't like. But we have some here with a strong open house, like open house. Then a lot of people come here, they enjoy. This is you help others. Okay, sometimes people help others means we have to go someplace, do something. Well, it's good, but unnecessary. We have any group, any organization, you are the part of that. You help others. Right? Everyone has connection, different connections, very grateful. Like, when you drop the pot water, or the drop, you drop that drop water in the ocean. Is correct? Can you say this? You got it? Or you oh, I thought I said great way. No great way? Good way? You drop the water ocean in the ocean. Then until ocean dry, you drop water also there. Correct? Therefore, you have any interconnection at the center. Until center's display, you also see those there. Go continue. Therefore, you guys also physically, mentally, financially, any kind to learn. This is you serve the others. Right? And a lot of people come here, they say, oh, very peaceful place. Oh, when I come here, oh, I'm very calm down. Because you have so many different blessings. When we say, oh, go to Buddha Gaya, India, holy place. Because this holy place, Buddha was there, Lord Buddha Sadhu was there. They give blessing the place. Now we can get blessing from the place. So understand? The Lord Buddhism places go to Indonesia, what's that, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, the Lord Buddhism places. People say, when sometimes some place we go to, we don't have any feeling. So sometimes also a lot of strange feeling. Sometimes we go to that place, just automatic tear, what's that, tear? Tears come in. That shows that place a very strong power, blessing. Blessing is not, this is not blessing, okay? When I put my mala on top, there's no blessing. The people say blessing, Real blessing is any word, you can see any statues, any place, it makes you feel something different. You get also blessing is a good blessing, bad blessing, Therefore, you feel something. This is a blessing. And any kind of teacher also gives some teachings, advice. Their word makes you, really, like something touch your heart. It is a blessing. Right? Therefore, many people coming here, they say, wow, this fire feels bad. Or feels good, not bad. They say, oh, feels good. It's peaceful. Wow. They feel like they're blessing. Because they are blessings, we have Buddhism, non-Buddhism, all the holy teachers come here, they give blessings. Right? Here, Lord, of course, Buddhism, His own Lama, Lama Sowa Rinpoche, all the other teachers. Or Tibetan has 4 different lineages. We have all 4 different lineage gurus come to here, they keep teaching blessings. Then we have non-Buddhism, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, all different kind of religion people come here, they pray. They have all blessings here. They keep blessing this place. Then we can feel the blessing. Therefore, if like that kind of community, So you guys work too hard, very hard. Past people, they die their way, but how you say, the generation is, the water is going, but the bridge is always there. Right? Therefore, the change people, students here, teachers also change the part. The centers always here. You get more and more benefit. Therefore, like that kind of community, also you guys work very hard. Therefore, all of you benefit a lot. You do a lot of benefits for others. Is correct? You understand what I'm talking about? Are you just guess? Therefore, thank you all of you guys. Still we have to do more. We have to do more. Benefit more. Even you can benefit for just one single person. This is enough. Not need too many. Just one. One's enough. Therefore, like that, thank you. Very good job. Therefore, this is open place, open house. Like we need to center open house, also people open house. What means people open house means what means it? What do you understand? Big heart, like open mind. Just big heart, big mind. You can have so many different things. You can see just okay. Just okay. Just, hear a little bit, oh, I don't want that. Oh, I don't want that. Like that. Then you are not comfortable with a small space. Therefore, open mind, big heart, the relaxed mind, it makes you own comfortable. We're not talking about others. How much you open person, you're more comfortable. How much you're very narrow mind, you have more problems. Right? Therefore, always very important to open house, open mind. Right? Open house means everyone can go there, right? Good person, bad, who will come? Okay, welcome, come. Like that. Open mind means, okay, bad things, good things, okay, I can accept everything. Good or bad, doesn't matter, they don't bother me. Then you will be a more relaxed person. You just open only one door, If bad guys go there, then big problem. Okay, this is important. Therefore, purpose to study Buddhism is to open mind, open person. Did you say open person? Maybe no. It's new English. It's a new vocabulary, okay? That's just relaxed person. Okay? That's very important, always. Just you yourself. They think not complete, perfect all the time. Up, down. This is the nature of samsara. Right? In the summertime, big rains, we are not very splash. It is the nature of the winter, you call it. Summer, it's rain. In Boston, big snow coming, we are not much splash. Yeah, it's the nature. New England weather, everyone like that, right? Then we have good things, bad things. Just okay. How can I accept this nature? This is the purpose to study Buddhism, okay? Then you become achieve enlightenment, achieve compassion, bodhicitta, understand emptiness. That's perfect. But even you're not able, we are not, I'm not using you, we're not able to do that, but just open person, just relaxed person. Sometimes also you can check. Okay, before I'm studying Buddhism, after now, did I change person? Or maybe I'm the more bad person, more jealous, more ego. Or I'm just big change. Before I'm like that kind of person, now I'm like that big change. The change is around food. Result. Study Buddhism, the result. Okay? Sometimes we need to also a little bit investigation for our own our own actions, not just looking, oh, what he doing, what she saying, not like that. Just on, okay, just relax, okay. Yesterday I had that happen. If I didn't study Buddhism, I'm big fire. But after I study Buddhism, I heard so many different things. Oh, now I'm a better person. But if you see you're a better person also, careful also, you become very ego. Oh, I'm the good person. Okay? This is like basic, also very important, try to repeat. Of course, we all have family. It's not easy. It's not easy. Also, our mind is monkey, crazy monkey, go to everywhere. It's not just you guys here, just all of the people, all of one. We can see that right now, the action, thousands of billions of people just, include me. Like that, right? Everyone just follow the some ignorance. But basically, try to open person, relaxed person, because that makes you a more happy person, okay? Then we go to the karma killer tracks. Now we are very happy. Tamchara is here. We don't need to worry anyone. It's the internet work. Maybe the sound doesn't work. Right? It's different, right? Therefore we can say thank you for him, right? Okay? And then that kazaman zone de ba. Kari kazan kadi shede ko. What do we talk finish? Ngadu yichi shede bas. Yichi da tsa tabelo so bas.
And so last time we were talking about correctly assuming consciousness, right?
And I
think we sort of went through that already. And then after that, it was the awareness to which the object appears without being ascertained. And I think we went through that roughly also. And so now maybe we're on the section about doubting consciousness, right? Is that right?
That's correct. Otherwise, we talk too much, then you guys also come first. Wow, I don't know what's going on.
So he's talking about different kinds of minds or consciousnesses that we have. He's saying that we have this kind of mind, that kind of mind, and this is the when we have this kind of thought, this thought is called this, it's called this mind, and this is the function, or this is how this mind works, and so forth.
And then cerebral nanzo samotantala chenita dela tsagmi tagirwas
So the scientists, they usually label these thoughts, with some kind of a neural systems, right?
Right. It's correct.
Nerve systems. So they give a name, with the related with the nerves. So, of course, in Buddhism we talk about the nerves, the channels, the nerves, and the wind, through which passes through the nerves, and for mind to function in such a way, it has to, go through that. So it has related, it's a big, strong relationship, with the nerves, but the nerve itself is not a consciousness. And there is a more detailed explanation about these nerves or the system or the channels, so through which the blood or the wind passes through. It's called channels, right? So nerves or channels, and that's explained more detail in the Tantra.
And
so there is a channel, that the eye consciousness goes through also. So if the channel is blocked, then this eye consciousness will not work also. And so in the science, we look, through those functions, with the device, and what they see is the channels, right? The nerves and the channels, and you can't see the consciousness because the consciousness itself is formless.
그리고 대ነበ이나 간진 세리비가 좀다 미신 다고 다 미신 고랑 된 것은 많죠 봐이나 땅어서 대 타치 도요 말아 봤어.
So in the science, they check, mostly, through the eye consciousness, right? So whatever they can see, they can figure it out. But if they can't see it, then they can't figure it out.
Also, today the some guys or the 그래 세콜라 칼라 지금도 드리니만 니가 라이브 단쇼스도 페이스북 다 라이브
Call
그래 남라
spaceship.
yeah.
And a satellite. I don't know. Did you guys hear about somebody, who is on a live on a Facebook, and, what they're doing in the spaceship or on a satellite?
I saw that. I don't know this.
The space station.
Yeah.
Space station.
근데 콘서트 네. 그 콘서트지 따여라. 간제 콘서트 미에도 많잖아. 아니 이것도 다시 도고 말해서 말. 맨날 라트절에 라이브 파줄라 가리어서나 다시 도고 말해서. 재면나?
So they see through these telescopes or binoculars, and whatever they can see, they can find out and they can say that. But if they can't see it, they can't tell. So if you're on this side of the mountain and you see whatever on this side of the mountain, you can tell about that. But you can't tell anything about the other side of the mountain because you can't see it.
그리고 맨날 나라도 저 제대시에 응시해야지 시바이 지야 대체와나 니도 저서 가르쳐야 와. 차상이 힘그랬어.
So in Buddhism, we talk about the realizations, where you develop this power, a mental power called clairvoyance, and that's called clairvoyance of knowing others' mind. And then if you have that power or realization, then you can just sit there and then read other people's mind, and you can tell what is going on.
Then big problem. He loses all the secrets, right? oh. Sorry, Dad. This also makes you guys wake up. 근데 간지 시바세디 간지 미기 통화들이 말서 투자 일단은 시바단 통화요 말서 마고만 통화 말서 시바 통화 말서.
So according to Buddhism, the consciousness is formless, and it can't be seen, through your eye consciousness or with the gadgets, devices, so because it's formless.
그래서 마고만 다시 드립이 미기 통도 말서 이나 타고 파지 가서 완도 백일 가서 just guessed. 저바치네. 따이때는 여살이 지금까지 도마다와 지금 니바 땡기진 누구 선배고 또 이거 덥세게 들어와.
So the mind, the nature of the mind is formless, and it's always formless, has been formless, and is formless, and it will be formless. So it will never have a form. So the way we search, through the scientific way, is not possible to find. So they think, maybe if we do more research, maybe we'll be able to see the mind sometime. No, that's not possible because mind doesn't have a form.
뭐 이만한 된지금 샘들이야 연대 가세 뜨들어서 연대 가세들은 이 콜트야에서 봐.
And so you can only guess, so because you can't really see it, you can't exactly tell, what it is like, so you can only guess about it, But according to Buddhism, the mind is so powerful that it can hold so much information. And so more information you provide, more it can hold. So there will never be, a lack of space there.
Right. There's billions gigabytes.
Billions of gigabytes.
They're never full. Depends how you effort to put that. Then about the Yanata, Tindigi Shibadi Lega Chevala, start Google as well. Let's start Google as well.
So, but for that kind of mind to function, it has to depend on the nerves, the system, the channels, and wind on which is mounted.
그리고 배는 가서 배는 나신다고는 니나 그런 로사다 그로 다 간이 하고 매 간이 열서 그런 디자들 전쇼는 아니 나이시바 전쇼 콘로사 그런 거 남과 블록체들 콘로사요 말이지 그래가 제도고요 말이지.
So there's a nerve, in our nose, right? So that helps the nose consciousness to function. So if that nerve is broken or blocked, then the nose consciousness will not be able to function.
그러나 나시에 인지미지 그게 저도 군이 틀고요. 군이 내가 두고 그래서.
So even though the eye consciousness is there, but if the channel is damaged, then it will not be able to feel it. And for the nose consciousness to smell smell its object, the food or anything, then it has to come into contact with the object. So if the channel is blocked, then it won't be able to travel to the object to to experience it or to feel the smell.
방안도 들으셔서 상안도 참 독받았는데 배는 알아서 셔지도 그런 거 좀 매점은 하고 시치기도 왔어. 다 뛰가 나도 시바도 간지 까셔가나 하고 문도 왔어.
So, but there's a question about when we are, what do you call that, anesthesia? What do you call that? When you're given anesthesia and your body is completely kind of dead, you're sleeping and you can't feel anything, right? What happens to your mind at that time?
배는 가서 이 그거는 가서 온시가 가는 온시 요마스라 그래서 온시 가사라 그래서.
So, but like just like when we go to sleep, when we go to sleep, we don't see, and unless it's very loud, we don't hear, right? And or we don't smell, I think that. So because our consciousness are all blocked, kind of, they're all seized at that time, and that's when we're able to go to sleep.
다 들이 갑자기 가다 아는 가서 야 전박 제로다 다 들이 갑자기 시바도 그래 차는 건데 야 가서 상당히 왔어.
So at that time, you're not really sleeping, right? When you're what do you call that? Anesthetized? Anesthetized. So at that time, you're not really sleeping, right? But but what happens to your mind? It doesn't function also, right? Yeah.
근데 간지 반이 지나 다 시바로 사가 작은가 가셔가나 간데나 가시로.
So maybe I don't know. What does it do? The medicine kind of blocks all the channels, so that the mind cannot travel through.
What they say? Do you know? Any doctors here? I don't know what it is.
People do often dream though, when they're under anesthesia. They will often dream.
I don't know.
이런 당했어.
Maybe look similar to sleep.
Sometimes they say you can hear people talking to you.
Yeah, maybe that doesn't put very strong. I don't know. Anyway, tenden지네 간지에다 가서 시바세대 지냈다 미국 많다고 있고 니바 치보지요 그래서 와.
So anyway, the mind like that, is very powerful and something very powerful, but you can't see it.
아니 가도 시바야라 그래 가도 셈발라 그래서 셈발라 그러고.
So consciousness, or in this case, when we're talking about consciousness, is the same as what we're talking about the mind.
그러다 텐데그 셈바데 비시면나 니바 치면은 셈바데 가리 삼바이나 강사데 장슈물 티완 로샤 그래서.
So because the mind is so powerful that whatever the mind thinks, the person will just follow that.
그래 시바 셈발라야 아타 나데 가고 못들었나? 가서가 가고 못들었어. 아니 셈라야 어떤가데 가고 못들었나? 아니 가서 들어가요. 영어로 와서.
So it's just like if the mind thinks, oh, I don't like this, then the person says, oh, I don't like this. If the mind thinks that, oh, I like this, then the person also says, oh, I like this. So it's like person, following the mind.
물에 빠지 그러고 내서 정해도 시바를 와서 시바디가 그 야본들나 강사도 야본도 시바디 어떤 데가 가면 간 생이라나 강사도 어떤 생들 봐 이미지 정해도 강사가 정해도 시바되지 아니 저만한 강사들다 피바주 마신 내가 지르고 와.
So it's the mind, which does it, right? So usually we say, I think it's good. But it's not really I, the mind is thinking it's good, right? And then because mind thinks it's good, then you think, oh, I think it's good. So it's it's the mind actually, So mind is thinking that, therefore, we think we're thinking like that, We think we like that. Because mind like that, we think we like that. And then we follow that.
Right? Teneda megin toya mega lapas samya mega tendig shu chimbuji orso wata tela shipas 다 대근 로다데 야오 인고 시와이나 아니 나라서 빼면서 배독 좀 그랬어.
So there's this thing, which can't be seen, which can't be touched, but it's very powerful, which makes us, to do all the things, right? So if we know about that mind, then it's, very beneficial.
그리고 근데마다 다 될어야 테레비가 내가 저랑 찍바 제거를 왜나 얘나 테레비들로 미카가 그래 나도 다 나주 전에 히바단 레고는 미카가 그래서 봐.
So there's also, same kind of function, but it's given different name, in science, and then there's a different name given in Buddhist terminologies.
오케이. 내가 단들 막 가지 먹어도 다 가지도 유샤기서 단데 가서 고비적으로 왔어.
So here, we're talking about the doubting consciousness, which is in page 39. It starts with all these what somebody says, right? So this is always confusing, so we'll skip that, and we'll go to our one system.
right?
So in page 40 at the bottom, where it says our one system, is that the definition of doubting consciousness is a knower that has qualms too pointedly by its own power.
Okay?
You understand that? Okay.
And the Rantabji is not Korakabji, Miss Shemba Korchi Lamnishi Mayabachi. And Shemba call Adi Shemba and Kojama, Korangi Tabjia. And that time is Tovana, Re Mari, then is some Madavani, then dig Madava needs something. That is Bajalabares.
And so, like it says, by its one power, so it's not something else, or somebody else making that, to have that thought, but the mind itself, by its one power. And so, no one that has a qualms too pointedly by its one power. So that's two thoughts, right? So, or maybe this, maybe that. So that kind of thought. So that's called the doubting consciousness. So sometimes we did something, I know you forgot, like this morning whether you brushed or not. So did I brush or not? So you have these two, qualms, two pointed qualms, thinking whether you have brushed or not.
And that in the indicator dot that three de la canita, control lebanon to him, something was. Also, Mabenda the Shiba is some such was.
So according to Buddhism, it's a mind, it's a consciousness, thought. But maybe the science might say some kind of nervous system, right?
You know, Toba said and Tesum said, or people never chimon, they graduate, Tesum said, you graduate.
So the doubt, and I think that doubt is very important. It's something that we should always have.
Toba Yoina and Telayanga to try Lena, Tela
So if you have a doubt, then you will have a question. If you have a question, then you might be able to get an answer.
Right? And Karela to the Toba came in and also mixing Rogmar was, Tomara, the land Rogmar was.
So if you don't have a doubt, you will not have a question. If you don't have a question, you will not get an answer.
Okay? Today that Ratos and Naka Susu Chairman, when I was Chalas, many Jana Susu Chubita Mar was. And Susu Chubu Nuchanata, Susu Tasha was.
So when it says by its one power, it means by itself. So like when you're lifting something, if there are two people lifting, then it's not by yourself, right? So you have a help of somebody else. But when you lift by yourself, then you can say it's by your own power. So the doubt is like the boss, he has many other assistants.
Big boss, that was. Ratabji, Tetam Tudeji is Tudeji, Semna Tingo to Jibu, Toasona, Tetamji, Topji, Ratabji, and Tanya the Topa Minde, Tetum, Tetumji, Topji Topani, Ratabji, Tanya Topa Minde, Tetum, Tem Mariscora, then that Tetum Kojuvata, Toadang, Kade, Toa de Dudan, that didn't Damomores. Then do any Koranga Tomare, Kotetum Toanza, and the Koranga Tinyam Jushawares.
It says a mind that possesses similarity with the doubt and the feelings, etc., which are accompaniers of that mind possessing similarity with the doubt, have qualms by the power of doubt, but do not have qualms too pointedly by their own power. Do you understand that part?
No, you know yet. Pechachana, Mazundela something score Kejak was. Scotch Leland to Kejana. This she do Kora Kangajak was. The Shabbat Tongo Martin, a Pajovan Kejavan, the coach, you said the Kokejak, Tichipares. Go in the scroll, Galardo. Something little dona. Chica Kejana, the shop pa you call Kangajak. The Pajovan Tongo Martin, a Pajova Pig Kejavanda, coach, you said some Kejak, Tendo, Tichipano.
So it's like the squirrels, when they cry here, then the other squirrels, the other places also they cry. They don't see anything, but they think maybe there's something going on, then they cry.
Right?
At the same time, is that right?
And Peshamang also Chicas say, Conus, Chicat and Chesus, Chichis and the chicken, how you shall go Kawasu, Karsu, Hakomars, Shambas. Then the Chakambo Suanda, Shambas tell tennis, Koran.
So there's also a saying that dog barks, on others' barks. So other dogs bark. So when other dogs bark, this dog barks also. But there's no reason. And this is why it's barking. And it's because other dogs bark.
There is a time as on in Devana. Tapes and the channels of men to it was not Tanasoke, Tanasoke men to the channels of Tobasa. That Tenley is Tesum to the Shiva. And it's Sempan, the Shiela Shabareba, Chasa, Tobanam Sayo. That is our Tesum to Koran, our than the Sour Mother Koran, the Koran Muni, Sato Maris.
So, for example, like, today, when you say you are still taking some kind of medicine and then you are not sure whether you took the medicine or not. I'm supposed to take, the dose in the afternoon, but did I take it or not? So you're sitting here and you're thinking, right, your mind. So that's called doubt, right? So any accompanied mind, that comes with the other kind of minds, other kind of mental factors that is accompanied, with the doubt, is, has also that doubt. Like they're talking about the feelings and etc., right? So they will also have a doubt, but doesn't have that calm, that's of two-pointed calm, So, but because it's, is the associated mind, of the doubt, and then therefore it also have that thought and thinking, oh, maybe I took it or not.
Okay? Yes.
What is the two-pointed part? I don't understand that part.
The Tanya said.
The Tanya said, Chevare, men, Tangan Major was, men Tony, Tommy, some nigga to
So 2-point of mind, like when I say, whether did I take the medicine or did I not take the medicine? It's a 2-point like that.
But that's by its own power.
Pandelano drama to Tratamato, or Tapaya, some Tanya Topas.
So when we have this syllogism, where you say the sound is impermanent because it's product, right? So you have to have a doubt. If you're not sure, maybe the sound is impermanent, maybe it's not, maybe it is. You're not sure, right? So you have to have a doubt. And to clear that doubt, then you give the reason, oh, it is impermanent because it's a product. So you have that doubt there. So that you have the two-pointed thoughts there.
You got it? Yes, Jen.
So you said that the mind that has a doubt, that if there's an accompanying mind, that would also have a doubt. But what is an example of the accompanying mind?
당연해서 누구죠? 나도 지금 내가 전에 면 도움 못 얻어서 당연.
Like that, So if you know you have taken, you will feel comfortable. If you don't know you are not taken, if you know you have not taken, you will not feel comfortable, right? Oh, I forgot. I should not have forgotten it, and so you feel I feel bad. So that feeling is accompanied with a doubt.
Okay.
See, so then that feeling also is like two-sided now, So it has and it's not like comfortable feeling or uncomfortable feeling, because your mind is not sure whether you have taken it or not. So that feeling that comes with that doubt, and doubt is also like two-sided now.
Okay, two different minds.
So the feeling and the doubt, the mind, they're two different things. So that's the doubt and the feeling. So doubt, the doubting mind, and then the feeling good or bad. Those are two different things.
Okay? You have a lot of thoughts? Did I pay my phone bill last week? Yes.
Are there other examples of two-pointed mind consciousness besides doubt? Like
초니이다. 쌤 초니이다.
no, that's doubt.
쌤 남시시다 여러분서.
아, 쇼니 얘기다 가서 맞아 똑바로 올라 그래 왔다. 대양 세나 여여지로 와서. 내가 다다 무슨 대문에서.
So when we talk about here in this case, like when they say two pointedly, I mean it's like yes or no, you know. So that usually is only refers to the doubt.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, maybe it is not, you know.
Should I not? That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's correct. 되는 걸라도 가서 그래도 여여 와서. 나도 mambo 여 와서.
Yeah, so when we talk about that, we always have that kind of mind, right? Maybe I should do this, maybe I should not do this. You know?
어쨌든
Maybe I did this, maybe I did not do this. You know?
그래서 다 되는 똑바대 쇼치는 가도 야보를 나가랬어. 나도 나출 로션 집에 가는 가도 남주 개양 가도 줄 라비 갈라니. 똑바 고걸 쓰라 그랬어.
So usually, you know, in one way, you know, it's good to have this mind, you know, doubt. And then you know, clarify on that. You know, if you don't have a doubt, you just sit like that without knowing anything.
Sorry, not like that. Okay? 근데다 다 도봐 대숨 나도 대숨 나가러 다 들리게 들어와 도봐 대숨 좀 봐라.
그래, 좀.
다 들어야 아니 대숨 고랑 대숨 대 배제되시는 이가 살았대. 대라에나 된지 대숨 대문지 차지 밑에다 아니 숨이를 해서 와.
And so then it says they're talking about the division, right? So it says when doubt and consciousness are divided, there are three. It says doubt tending towards the factual, doubt tending towards the non-factual, and equal doubt.
다 된지 되더나 다 먹이 고다 양아 되는 게 먹이 때 엔드레다 말해.
So, you know, the doubt tending towards factual is saying that, oh, maybe the guy standing near the door is Andrew or not, you know? So it's tending towards factual.
당기 바지 엔드레 사도는 가다 된지 되도 차들. 그 엔드 연방에 있던 통고마다 국민 통고마다 게 통고는 국뽕마다 통고는 돼서 이게 거기에 삼도는 그 된지 되죠. 그 따라야 되는 거서 이게 타치요 말해서.
So I'm not sure who that person is exactly, but I think he might be Andrew. So if I think like that, because he's Andrew, then I'm thinking also maybe it's Andrew.
Oh, 때때때 단전 네번 들라도 니나 들라도 단전 통도 따따따 쳐들다. 니나 드라마 또 따라도 말 걸어.
So in the text, give the example. It says first is example. First, for example, it says doubt that things that sound is probably impermanent.
그리고 드라마 따와 인사를 써먹으면서 그 타체가 말이다서 대다 그 도마차 되는 거지.
So he's saying that probably is impermanent, right? That sound is probably impermanent, but he's not saying sound is impermanent. He's saying probably impermanent.
Right.
So that's a doubt there, right? But
Basically,
actually it's tending towards factual because sound is impermanent.
비차잖아. 나다 저숨 카파롱 되요나. 저도 잘로 미치겠다. 잘못은. 알레 거기 타마데 계시라래 삼다는 안건에 되이나. 저 타치가 맞는다. 그 돌아가 집바 삼다지마다 타마데 인사를 삼대하면서 공원에 삼고 말아와서 타치가 말아와서. 이나 레사마다 또다 레데와다 딱고 된지나 따다 임바다 되다 말해서 하는 거로.
So let's say, for example, there are three monks standing, and one of them is Geshe Ngawang, and you don't know they all are wearing same kind of robes, and they are, they're facing their back towards you, so you don't see them. But then you think, oh, maybe this the last one must be Geshe Ngawang, So, and let's say that is a Geshe Ngawang, then that would be a factual, right? So they are tending towards factual.
오케이. 다 어다 된지 대섬 가지 된지 대섬 코너 사다데 따다 있나? 그 된지 대섬 따다 차로 그래서.
So if you have a doubt and it happens to be the actual one, then that's the doubt tending towards factual.
땅가서라 따지왕 것이 나베 열대 요말한다 가시 요나면나. 다 요는 바지 타니도 또 마찬가지 계속 강가를 열었습니다. 용도였어. 어다 담모되면 땅도 된지지. 다 대문지 대섬도 왔어.
So then also, we have this doubt about, many of us, we have doubt about the past and future lives, right? We don't know, we haven't said that. So, so usually we have this doubt and think maybe there is, maybe there's not. But if you have that doubt, then maybe if you say, oh, maybe there is, yeah, maybe there is. I think there is a past, past life. I think there is a future life. If you think like that, that's still a doubt, but that's tending towards factual. And anyway, so here the next one, the second one example, it says the doubt that thinks the sound is probably permanent. So that's tending towards non-factual.
Okay. 다다 따바님이 다 다당이 몽동도 가는 다 당이 비게 미지요지 다 코도 도는데 코 아다 코도 인도 말이 삼잖아 당은 노르되어서 다 데미지 다 대좀스러 봤어.
So then the same example, like if I think there's somebody else, there, and then that will be non-factual. So that's because there's no somebody else. It's Andrew, and so if I think that must be somebody else, then that will be non-factual.
되는나 다따 검냐 밑에서 다 다따 인사리 삼든다 코 노르되다 데미지 봐 되나다 따따면 참 노르되어서.
And so maybe there's thinking that the sound is probably permanent, right? So that would be thinking, not thinking that whether the sound is impermanent or impermanent, but thinking that the sound is maybe is probably permanent. So you're saying that permanent is not saying impermanent or permanent, but just saying permanent, right? Probably permanent. So that would be the factual. The doubt tending towards non-factual.
반대가로 다 진짜 따봐야 되면 가서 저도 전에 저 섬당이 왔어. 가서 땅거 말아 왔어. 가서
So do you ever think, whether the sound is permanent or impermanent? Or you think this is none of my business?
땅가도 대 많이 받지. 땅가서 대니가 땅뭐 대지 대달라 봐야 나가서야. 나비 주디 지는 건데 지금 마음방아 띄워 연 거에 옛날 맨날 삼대 저도 도바 연구도 했어. 예, 그러세요. 엄청 그러세요.
숨바들아.
알은 담보 건마 양주일랑이다. 알은 다음 선바디 양주. 선바 차도 지랍자간다. 선바디 양주 지랍 아니간도 건마 이 소소 소바디잖아 지랍이다. 다 선바디 차니면 다 따고 마다가 냠바디 다 따봐야나 마다가 고대도 사야 돼. 다 때라 차니 봐라 그래서.
And so in the third it says, for example, doubt that wonders whether the sound is permanent or impermanent, right? So that would be the equal doubt.
Right? 따고 니에도 타니도 또 받고 레 말은 이제 삼대거든 건리도 도.
So you have this, doubt towards both things, right? So equal, to permanent or impermanent. You're not sure which one it is exactly. So that you think maybe it is permanent, maybe it's impermanent.
그래서 나도 남관 될 반도는 남관이요나. 남관 내려고는 가서 도바사이를 봤어.
So if there are two roads in front of you, then you think, whether you should go this way or that way. So you should take the right or the left, and that will be equal doubt.
But then we can just stop there. We check our phone. They give directions. When nanzungma pesa show kalaya, ani GPS yo mare map yo marsa ko nimalasa ta yongresyo.
So when the Tibetans escaped from Tibet in 1959, that time there was no GPS, nothing, right? So there's no road map or nothing. So they just follow the sun and then walk towards like, oh, that must be east, so let's go to that way.
And then Samsung gets along the time, do some do children, that Lamgani, the Lamba children, that corner, Tago, Maros, Taco, some Dago, Takaro. And Tindikablaya, Samsung got Tangaso, Nambi Lamna, Tangaso, Yelashi dog than you with the one, Kenya was. And then Shashi with the Lomatala, and the Otan the Land Russians, touching Tata Chat with the Tasman, the moment of Shagan was.
And so then when they come to this place where there's like 2 or 3 roads, then they don't know which way to go. It all now the sun is not helpful, right? So to find which decide which road to follow. And in Tibet, of course, they believe very strongly in the spirits, and they call it the local deities, the landlord and things like that. So that's a spirit called a landlord and so forth. And they also, of course, make a lot of offerings, to these the landlord deities, and they say that they come in different forms, like a bird or something, and then you see the bird flying this way, and then also okay, so this might be an emanation of this deity, so let's just follow that, and then it happens to be the right way.
들으지 남도 영어에서 나도
And so that's how they followed, and then just happened to reach, where they wanted to go.
나도 럼바들 샤포로 요나 그래서 말았어. 마칼라 뭐 마칼라 샤포로
Yuri,
Yuri.
crow,
아니 그러래.
crow. You know the crow, right? The black bird.
It's a big one. There are two, big and small. 체들이 가도 별에나 미산도 강을 받네. 딱고 빼 때문에 없어 그래. 미산 관계 맞지 그랬어. 추어들은 내가 누가 쓰다 가다 세죠.
So there's a crow, there's a big one and a small one. The big one is, they say maybe it could be an emanation of the deity. So when it lands on their roof, and they feel very happy and they think it's very auspicious and they offer butter and so forth. But if it is the small one, then they say this is inauspicious. And they all feel bad.
들이자 계속 랑도다 계속 떠는 거 당간도 가서 뭐 독감마들 와서 그 용기 걸어야 삼삼 자꾸 되게 걸어야 아니 자포로들 렘. 근데 깨잡. 아니 다 티가 건서 다다면서 되면 마음을 두세요. 건서 가게 왔다 자 깨잡도 조금 더 오듯이 맞잖아. 아니 그도 너 잡아도 재미 마음 되게 딱 내서 그랬어. 근데 오늘 영어에서 그랬어.
So, our seniors, like Geshe Tsulga's time, during those, their time, so they ran from Tibet, right? They ran away from Tibet, and then they walked for months and months. And on the way, sometimes they have to stop and cook, like tea and food. And then when they're cooking there, and then suddenly the crows will come and then make a noise, and then they say, "Oh, this must be the spirit, giving us a warning." And so let's all, wrap and pack and go. And then when they did that, and then it really happened to have the Chinese police have come to that area. And so there are many cases like that really happened. And then also this, they have the other things called dice divination. Where they throw the dice and then it will tell you, which way to go, what to do, and so forth. So either they look at the sign like that or do a dice divination and then check, should I go this way or that way? And then check. So by doing that, then they finally reach India.
Right? 딱 나요 가라이나 주사요서이나 주사마도 딱 니jal로 치는 그런 하고 말다다 라사 가오르나 너네 안 오르스 저기도 왔는 된 로야레스 도시에 라사 레버레스.
So Geshe said when he ran away from Tibet, that time there were places where you can ask. You can ask people, say, "Oh, okay, you go this way and you see this, go that way." Or sometimes they will just say, "Go this way," and then you just follow the finger direction. So there's no map or GPS.
그래서 나도 따시는 말 와서 그냥 놓고요. 도대체 딱 나가 비 착한 좀 나도 잡았으면 그랬어. 딱 네가 나도 강한 잡 계셔 드세요. 나도 강한 아니면 일 알았어.
더래.
더니. 나로 더니.
더래.
나 더 말해. 나도 보사로. 나로 더니. 더스면 나도 좀 나도 고단니고 말 님에가 니 고난 생겨 버려. 나도 하고 말. 근데 나도 찍고 뭐야 왔다 그랬어. 못 왔다 그랬어. 될 반도 왔어. 내가 안 됐고. 공부하는 것도 못 잡자도 내가 또 배려했어.
So Geshe said when he ran away, when he ran from Tibet, he also had two monks with him. He wasn't monk at that time, but there were two other monks.
Yeah.
So there's two other monks and Geshe himself. So the three of them, they sleep in the daytime and then walk in the nighttime. And then there was one of the monks who did a dice divination. And then so when they lost, and then he will do the dice and say, "Okay, let's go this way." And then they just follow that, and then eventually they reach Nepal.
Sometimes we walk here, we all not walk. Like next day come back same place.
Yeah.
You didn't know that all this many happen. Like that anyway, tell you that Toba kind of that.
Yes.
Yes.
How old were you when you left Tibet?
I'm 19. Yeah, I'm teenager boy. But I'm very crazy.
Brave.
Brave.
Not brave. Coward.
가서 로고 매봐. 나 로고 제보했어. 나 주보 롬바레 나 마부 냐뉴서.
로고 춤부래.
로고 제보했어. 나 해스 파이는 해서고 나는 주보에 와. 무슨 거 쓰지요 말했어.
He was brave, when he was at that time in Tibet. he will go with the animals and sleep in the forest, in the dark wood, by himself, many places. And then when he came from his home town, to Lhasa, they took Dao Mongro.
I think 26 days.
26 days, it took 26 days of walking and got right.
No, sometimes right. Sometimes we got people can
Sometimes
say,
there's people.
can you give me a little bit right that people can give? 나도 별로 더 봐요 말씀. 너 주제 킹이라나 수키나 키적으로 와. 그만. 다 대단하다 뭐.
So there, if you ask for a ride, they will not suspect you, and they will just give you a ride if they're going the same direction. They'll give you a ride. But here, maybe the people get out, right? So maybe, the hitchhikers can be dangerous.
다 대단 바지 별로 되는 요새. 그다음 나들이
Nowadays, maybe the same case in Tibet also now.
삼점다들이 고마진데 용어로 와. 다 고나 미상데 내사서 두삼이 다 사도 넘어만 봐 녀를 그 녀대야. 내 시험에서
Sometimes, like Geshe says, he will walk, for days and days, and he will not see anything, nobody, nowhere to, spend the night with, and then he will just sleep on the road, wherever he is in the night. He said he didn't feel, afraid or anything, so he was brave.
이날 드라마 빼태워야 돼. 드라마 빼야고 드라마 쉬운데 게 와서.
So Geshe says since then he already knew the Tara prayers, praises to Tara, and he had very strong faith in Tara and always, prayed to her.
나는 이제 딱 생각하고 몸볼 배 뭔데 드라마가 지 로파치에서 삼배는 몸볼 좋은 요소로 와.
So he said he also had many signs, that way he felt like he was helped by Tara.
와서 들으지 로고죠. 해살에 다 바고는 또랑 사가나 야도 미그 산도사 다 들으 마음 제대로 와.
And so then he came to Lhasa, and then he slept, on the pakor, was on the courtyard, of this temple. I just slept there. There's no place. And then sometimes we'll go into the restaurant, and then whatever people have thrown, leftover food they find there in the restaurant, he will eat that.
This is my 가로. 강인야의 로지 다른 마음보시야 다 시행했어.
So my Geshe said that was his difficult life story.
But that was also very happy. 그럼 no sympathetic 지기도 was.
Mind was more happier. Physical, maybe body was not good, but mind was happier at that time.
Like when I was monastery, it's manzo 자다 이거로 사야 도에서 빼줘로. sempre 빼줘요.
So like in the monastery also, the facility is not very good, but but the mind is very happy.
그리고 manzo 대사 컴바 주시는 저와 투 manzo 나한테 저와 되니 그래. 저와 되냐도 컴바치나. 저게 야나나 소소 되는 거는 야 돌려고 합니다. 주로 되는데 밤새요 말씀. 아니 가라는 빼 뉴이를 단다 APMD 그런 뭐지 가나다 마다고 가나 가나 빼 줘래. 얘나 저도 그냥 뺐으면 집어서 돌려면 봐나 찍주는 찍어야 말한테 막그 말 거기다 올라왔어.
So like when they were in the monastery, the room was so small, but there were like 7 monks, sharing one room, very small room, so that you can only have a space of your bed only. So when you're doing changing clothes or putting on the clothes, you have to do it on your own bed. If you get off, there's no space. So it's all done. So there's like, and then clothes, the wearing clothes is just one set. So when you wash, you have to wait until it dries, and then you can put it back again. And the food is like very little, and you don't even feel. It doesn't even feel the stomach, but that's all you get. And now, by the kindness of Lamas of Rinpoche, there's this APMT, the food fund, which gives plenty of food and very good quality food. So that's really good. But before that, it was very poor.
나도 담보도 실라 따야 돼. 빨리 나와서 담아치 따고. 나도 참 거기 되겠어. 나도 계산을 걸어놨다. 가사를 걸어놨다. 산이 다시 말서 강에 저기 거기 대야죠. 세마치 거기 대야죠. 담보 나와서 담아치 따는 거지.
다단도 찾아라.
다도 되는 다 이마치 대마숨 저도 딴 거.
So now it's daily, now it's every day, the food is provided by the Lamas of Rinpoche food fund, the APMD food fund. But before, when they started, they just started with once a month. And then the whole 29 day, it's a very little food. And then one day they get a lot of food, and they all wait for that day. Say, oh, when is that food going to come? They still wait for like that.
되게 거리를 드는 건서 자살을 잡아 뭐 됐다고 좋아했어. 뭐 마음도 팅해야 잡아 용와치. 아니 갈라사야도 되게 많아와치. 아니 마음도 파 로그지 마음 좋아했어. 자고 대마도 마음 좋아했어. 다나 칼라도 뼈 매집이 잡아 마음 됐다고 좋아했어.
So by the kindness of that APMD food fund, and many monks were able to stay and study. But otherwise, because it was very poor, so many people became sick, and many people didn't like the place, so they became sick, and they had to go back and leave the monastery and couldn't study. But now, because of the LPMD food fund, the many monks are able to stay and study.
Tenley ta shela piyomade shela yabo pe mezimege ta kachada good quality chanjare throwa.
So, now the food is not only just plenty, but also it's very good quality. So it's not like you want to have little and good or more and bad. It's not like that. It's more good and more.
And then the Rambochino and pe mezimege chimochonde. Tandangazo chanazo tanda ta shon ko kashin rosero. Sera tandanda yombar ngama dinde yombar. Tanda Rambochegi shijela ya sera gishi to ta gozo. Te gishi to shijelando. Ani soso geso ma ya jeta sete. Ah tradition da part of the soso shaso kambanja to get to la jeta sete wado. Rambochi pe mezimege pendo chonso.
So Lama Zopa Rinpoche has been very kind to like all this in the monasteries. The many monks, so right now many of you went to Sera, right? Many of you have been to Sera and you have seen the houses, the food and all this. This is very, very good now. Before, it wasn't like this before. Because of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and also not only that he provided food, but he also invited many Geshes to go out and study and teach. And then they bring the offerings, to the monks. They build house and provide food for the monks. So that's how it was. It has become very good now. So it's all by the kindness of Lama Zopa Rinpoche.
No, he didn't teach me. Talk about the story.
So anyway, it's important things and interesting thing maybe also for you to hear, right?
Sorry. 그래서 담보 가서 내가 갈래. 컴바 빌딩이 뭐지 말스. 사라지면 동안이 빌딩이 뭐 말스. 빌딩.
So before before there were no a proper house, the building like a concrete building. There was only two houses. The only two big buildings. That's like Sarah J and Sarah May, the main hall only.
대화파지 빌딩 오늘 말이야. 부딪혀 말이야. 지체요. 너네야지 이제 부딪혀만 소요. 빌딩 오늘 말이야.
So even that is not a real building. It's a fake building.
또 단단 세라도는 오늘 전에 또 시리로도 놓았어. 그래도 라로도 라가노도 왔어.
So now if you go there, you see all these buildings everywhere, right? It's so many nice houses and a big, it has become like a city itself.
근데 텐제된 거는 이 수지였으면 가서 FMD 되는 데와요 다시. 대다 가서 사상 FMD 거는 가서 참아라. 대다 그런 데와요.
So this is all by the kindness of directly or indirectly by the kindness of FPMT.
Right? Like what I have to talk now. 대다 단다 지나서 단다 FMD 그 망고 판도와 되나라. 다월라 고무치 쳐내 되다스. 고무치는 가서 싫어 요 말이야. 지난기 점점을 치팅 데와 샤로 걸다스.
So you know about that FPMD, the raising fund for all these projects. Yeah? So there's a Sarah food fund or anything. If you can just donate like $1 a month, that's very good. Not $1 is not much, but just like I said earlier, you drop a drop of water in the ocean, and then it becomes like a whole ocean. So just like that, you make the relationship, with that project or with that offering.
아니 먼저 겐들라 셀라 배워때 뺨 매즈미가 전업 쳔버리스 뺨 매즈미가 촉라부 쇼사가 들어와.
And so it's a very good way of creating merit and accumulating merit. So I'm not saying because I'm sangha, but in general, it's the best way to create merit is by making offerings and our food to the sanghas.
Right. 단나 장소 따다 베트남당 타일랜드 저거 저와 관계 연구실라 콘스마제 연구실라 맞죠? 연구실라 그가 밑에도 나한테 손에 키워 그래서 그래서 칼라지고 소요 말했어.
So you might have seen in many other traditions of Buddhism, in like Thailand or Vietnam, they have monks going out for alms or people bringing food for them. They never spend time cooking and eating them, cooking for themselves. They always just depend on what people offer.
But tendijan ndela ndola ya venam ko goma thai goma de yos. Nga mamu do yor was. Kondu ningu shela kadi na memang kiung was.
So there's also the same here. There are many Vietnamese temples and Thai temples. The monks there, it's the same. I go there and they see that they never cook themselves. There's always the devotees bringing food for them.
Kondu dawa truk sunju ider ti list kansa do was.
So they already have all these people in a line. Today she's going to offer tomorrow, he's going to offer tomorrow. So they have like for 6 months already in the line.
And the so nami chasana nyamdele and tawada nyamdoya. Ya tsulosoya, tawa nyamdo kalasagi mother, tawado kala channel saturani, kodu pio, or the chocolate jingo sai losoyo mores. Tango Shijila, Kanyam Sagi was.
And so in their tradition, they offer, they bring the whole family on that day when it's their turn to come offer the food to the monks, and they bring the whole family will come, and they bring the food offer to the monk, and they don't share the same table with the monk, out of respect. They offer to the monk first, and then they go and eat, on a different table. But here in the Westerners, we all share together, so it's okay.
Another driver, another brother, another driver. Thai command. Go brother, the hero, not Chivaro. You have to come up, pitch and get the word to tell you.
So Geshe says, one time Bryce went with Geshe, to this Thai temple, and then they offer food, and then Bryce didn't know, he thought he would be sitting on the same table, so he went to sit on that. He said, no, you're not allowed here, you go. So he was kicked out from that table.
There's a kuzo pe mezi travel agone tani ta kishu shu
They have very strong devotion, towards the monks.
근데 이다 산지 좀 전에 가서 라면 나서 말도 맨날 겐들에 피와이나 피와도 제와 니게 개봐서 그래서 아니 가서 꿀에도 피와나 피와 피에 맞도 제와 피에 되고 말했어 그래서.
So if you offer, to the monk, it's a real person, right? Real person. It's not just you're offering, but they're also taking it, right? They eat it. So you have got two benefits: the benefits of having offered and benefits of having received it. But if you offer to the holy object, they don't really receive. They don't drink the water, right? So you just offer. You receive only the benefit of making offering, but you don't receive the benefit of receiving the offering.
와 tendeisa 단당이 단가서 되나야 세라라 또 가와나 아니 자와진다 제대로 뭐벌 빼 무슨 소소 메시지들한테 제시용하대 다뭐 메시바로 그러더라고.
And so there are many, FPMT centers. They're also here. We have many sponsors, right? Sponsoring monks like that. That's very, very beneficial, and very good way of making or creating, accumulating merits.
소소 메시지 깔리자고. 무슨 깔린도 레로 문다스. 깔리자죠데 아니 근데 자와 dom사들이 오질라 피해주는 소소 빼 메시지 손을 납치 없사게 들어.
So you're doing very good job because you're offering the part of the earning that you earn with your hard work. It's not easy to earn money here. You have to work really hard, and with your hard work you make some money, and that money you offer, to a sangha who is spending their life studying and practicing for the benefit of others. And that's really a very good way, of spending your earning.
But can you move to say the second saga, second go to saga, second chin go to.
So you earn by seconds, you earn by seconds, right? So you think it's hourly pay, but it's actually when you count it comes to minutes and then down to the seconds and split seconds. And so that's how hard you work, to earn your money.
Tendeisa tenina dawarla ya tanda APM de furgana. Just komuchi sena goma, komuchi kawdo hago mando. Susu Canada oje komuchi dinale online donde tilushoda. Susu la geba pe mezi lapchi sagres.
So then if you go online and then I'll make offerings of $1 a month, $1 is not big, money, not much money, but if you offer that, then you receive a lot of merit.
저는 나도 고무치 되게 자원질 가르치고 말이야. 되게 자원 동다 몸을 때려 그래. 근데 지나가대 자원 동다 몸을 시야는 로로 봤어.
So your $1 doesn't just go to one monk, and it goes to thousands of monks. So it becomes the same as making offerings to the thousands of monks.
Okay, I think I'm the fundraising person. 나 이게 fundraising 치면 이게 저도 다 같이 식탁 계획을 하면 줘야 세나시랑 먹고 어디 그런 거 딱 그러고 karuma make sure it was.
So I'm not trying to raise a fund here, but just showing you a way, to accumulate merit. So by doing what you can accumulate merit.
Kalesha jamago wachi. And it's also like Androsoma wachi.
So without having, to work hard, and without having to spend so much, you can create so much merit, right?
And then Gama and the academic using the Jora, and the settle of Suzulaya, Geronamda, Shelachi Pia Shumayana, Suzusamananda Piana, Sanji Nila Piga, and the pay the younger days. There's so much.
So during the Buddha's time, it says that, if you offer a food, to a pure monk, and then it will be, same as the merit, accumulated, is the same as making offering to the real Buddha.
Okay?
So there are many ways you can create merit without having to work hard. There's the benefit, that's the profit or benefit that you can get.
Okay. Okay, now I think we stop. Tagi telling us that's hanging the Jumanga to the Suzuki, Yelling to the Jania, Tesum the Jana, this my show is telling out my location ways. So to tour the Jan, that didn't go to Dalja, they must. Tesum the Dal, that cross on Session, shed the way back. That's hanging Jumanga to Suzuki, Yelling to tour. Some of the Jana to test the Shijat,
So here you gave the example of the doubt, in relation to the sound and the impermanent or permanent, right? Thinking whether it's permanent or it's impermanent, or it's maybe permanent or both, maybe it's permanent or maybe permanent or impermanent. And so next time we'll talk a little more about the doubt, in relation to our own day-to-day life, how we, get doubt, in the things that we do in our daily life.
Okay, like that, like empty organized. Very benefit, it's unbelievable. All of the world, the centers, everyone get a chance to opportunity to create the merit and reach the, Buddha teaching. It's unbelievable. I don't know, even maybe Rinpoche and the sponsors are very strong.
Motivation.
Strong motivation. The food is very delicious. We eat all the time same, but we never think, it's too much. Food same, morning bread, lunchtime bread, dinner rice. Same, every day same. But do you guys eat all the time same? No, right? You change all the time, right? Usually, the Tibetan monks, they eat all the time same. Like they eat food all the time same. But we never think of too bored, too boring. It's so delicious, so delicious. Usually momo's best Tibetan tradition, right? And before the large time, with one day, holiday, the first came there, delicious momos. Then someone said, hey, would you like to go to the momo first camp? No, I'm going to the
Empty food.
I'm going to get 80 empty food. They choose momo and empty food. They choose empty food. The food is very delicious. The monks have also strong merit. I don't know. Also, when we puja time, all the monks eat together. Then more delicious. When we left over, bring home, it's not that delicious. Also, some monks, maybe they're sick, they cannot go to their puja time. They allow to bring the food. But they allowed to bring the food, but their food also not much their taste. Like we all eat together, wow, best. Like this shows also Rinpoche, like motivation is like ocean. Like therefore, you guys just no need $5, $10, just only one. It's right. $1 we don't know. One day where we put it, where we go, where we pay. Okay? I think now we have a question. Yes.
So the correctly assumed consciousness and doubt tending towards factual, they're both correct and they both lack certainty, so what's the difference?
You should 가서 대비 대점이라. 가르쳐 버려 그랬어 군이라. 군이가 되네. 네가 다 된줄었어. 땅 부분에서 다 tum버라서.
뭐는 단 툴면은 단다 이치 대좀라 안에 록시 뭐 보여서 봐. 아니 이치랑 아주 록시 이거 말했어.
이제 로시가 말했어.
이치 록시 말했어. 아라야 레베시 데드로 봐. 꼴로 데드 자대 그랬어. 안 대좀라 록시당 안에 록시 만 그냥 이거 그랬어. 아라야 레베시 아라야 레베시 아라야 로와 로 마토 완데 로바로 왔어.
그래서 그 가서도 이제도 루어라.
로바로 왔어. 대다 로와서 그 뒤에 하고에 말았어.
그래.
그 따다 자대 그랬어.
나도 차대.
따다 자대 그랬어. 대다 대좀 되고 로와래 다 로와 연구.
가서 말아서.
대문지 대좀 따오데.
대매비 이제서 돼서라. 그래서 나도 제가 말아.
다 마셔로 보다. 그러니까 이제 그 진짜 많이 진짜 여보 많이라 하면서 그 진짜 강가 거야라고 해가지고 대좀이라고 말했어. 대통령 되면지 대통령 녹심이 차로.
네. 그래 찍어라도 가서 다음에 대선 당하다 된 유교 대선 때 걸어 오시면 라.
되네.
다른 애들 뒤서 왔다. 된 유교 대선 당 안에다 이전이 됐어요.
아, 대파지다 나오도 용초들 되네. 되지 대통령도 이 진행은 나오도 용초들 돼.
Yeah, it can be very similar. You know, the correctly assuming consciousness and the doubting, tending towards the factual, doubt tending towards the factual. They can be very similar. Yes.
옛날에 단다 대통령 그 지대시라 깨도 말했어. 단다 이제라 그 진짜 뭐 깨가 왔어. 대인사래. 인바인 대인사 그거래 그 지대 그거로 왔어. 단다 대통령 그 지대시 그 그거 말했어. 그 인사리 삼다. 인사 말에 삼다.
So, but they both are, the non-valid, right? Non-valid mind, and in the correctly assuming consciousness, you have to have the reason. Yeah? So you have to apply the reason. Oh, this is because like this. So you have to apply the reason. But in the doubt, you don't have to apply the reason. So you just think like, oh, must be this, and then it happens to be that. So in the factual, tending towards the factual, happens to be that. You don't give a reason. But in the correctly assuming consciousness, you give a reason.
Isn't there a correctly assumed consciousness without reason though?
지대맵이 요새 지대맵이 요즘 뭐도 돼. 뭔가 지대 영장이라고 봐. 근데 지대 양당 많이 많이 쳐.
So there's a like it talks about the correctly assuming consciousness that do not have a reason, but then that also gives a reason. Right? It gives a reason. It talks about so and so is so because it doesn't have a reason. It says like the first correct consciousness that does not have a reason is, for example, an awareness that apprehends sound to be impermanent, independence upon the mere word sound. So it's just mere word sound. So that by depending on that. So that's the reason, kind of reason. But that's not a really real reason. It's not saying that it doesn't have a reason. You have to apply a reason, but that is not the real reason. That cannot be the real reason.
So is doubt tending towards factual just a lucky guess?
Lucky guess.
Yeah, lucky guess. Yeah, like that, yeah.
So you think like that, and it happens to be like that.
So the correctly assuming consciousness is just a little bit more certain.
다 이제는 다 대성들은 어떤 해야 말아.
이체도 빨리 내바로 자게 가서 그 그러기 이제도 따다 듣고 뭐 그 삼도 따다
more
듣고
certain, than the doubt.
그 이제도 따다 시에도 말아 왔어.
So you think like that because you know it is this because of this reason. You give a reason, but it can be correct reason, it can be incorrect reason, it can be no reason, so.
내가 돌아다 라이라 레베 가로 시리 때도 돌아가서. 그거 라이라 레베 가로 라이라 레베 시리 가로 라이라 레베 시리 때도 말아.
Got it.
이직돼.
그래, 그러다.
저 라이라 레베 시리 때도 말아서 이로.
시리 된더라. 어디를?
근데 그 이제 따다래 되어서 나 그 이제 그것도 노력고 되면서.
Yeah. So, like it says, factually concordant, right? So factually, it has to be, it's really that way, but you just give the wrong reasons or, no reasons and so forth. But it says the knower factually concordant determinative knower, that is controvertible. So it's not incontrovertible, it's controvertible, which means like a fallible, right?
Okay? Yes, Jennifer?
Is it correct that you could view this as a continuum, starting with wrong consciousness, moving from the mistaken mind to correct mind, and so that if you would have to have the doubt tending toward factual to continue to move on the continuum toward a correctly assuming consciousness?
I didn't get it. Did you guys get it?
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
Who
wondering.
said yeah?
yeah. I mean, you have to start at doubt and then kind of progress towards the correctly as.
Or even starting at wrong consciousness, so it's
Yeah.
like the continuum.
It's a progression. She's just asking if it's a progression.
From wrong
towards-
consciousness to direct, or like a valid cognition,
Yeah.
such as a direct perceiver. You would,
Oh, so you were saying like
Where the text is outlined?
the text, the way the text is outlined? Or,
but it's backwards still, I had to turn it this way to see.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not the case, but it's just it helps to, for me, understand the nuance between the doubt tending toward the factual and then the correctly assuming consciousness. It's almost like that's, you have to have that doubt tending toward factual to
so it starts with the valid cognizer, and then it goes to the non-valid cognizer. But in the non-valid cognizer, there are many different degrees of non-valid cognizer, right? So the subsequent cognizer is correct. It's just that because it is not a new, therefore it's not a valid cognizer. Otherwise, it's same as the valid cognizer, except it's not new, right? In the subsequent cognizer, and then that's a little bit better. But then it goes down. What is the next after that? Correct assuming.
correctly assuming.
After the subsequent cognizer is a correct assuming. So that just a little bit worse. And then to which the object appears but not ascertained
Right,
is even worse.
even worse.
So that's what you mean?
Yeah.
The degree of that
Or
worseness is
starting with wrong consciousness, like, yeah,
We have to come back.
a little better.
네, 그 뭐라서 너들이 말들이 그래서 재미를 보여라. 재미를 보여라. 다 먹고 싶어라. 재미를 못 보라. 다 먹고는 찔러 누가를 찾으러 갔어. 담아대 되는 록셔서도 담아대 시켜줘라. 다들 독셔체. 나는 독셔. 근데 야야야는 되는데 야야는 콘서트는 되는데 야서 제시를 내도는 그 약속을 채거라. 재미를 약속을 제시를 되는 거다 재미를 채거라.
말말 재미지라 제시용으로 왔어. 재미를 그냥 되게 제시용.
맞다.
알겠지나.
다 야야 맞다. 너무 록셔도 담아셔거라. 록셔 야야는 되는 거 제시도 약속차. 대절을 되는 참하게 차. 대절을 참아셔거라.
지나예.
대마 대공을 세면 채거라서. 내내 디레버스 와다 뭐.
텐디 단위 가서 단위도 계속 말아야.
No, Geshe said no, it's not applied in that way. But you can think that way, it's okay.
연구원한테 연구를 들어와.
It's just talking about different kind of, non-valid cognizers. Right? So it's talking that many different kinds. In the valid cognizer also we have the direct valid cognizer and inferential valid cognizer. There are two kinds. And yeah, you're right. Maybe the direct valid cognizer is explained first, and then the inferential comes later, which is a little bit, not good because you have to depend on the reason. You can't just have it, just know it by itself. You have to depend on the reason to know it. And then you can see in that way. Yeah. But I don't think it's planned in that way.
디나 가시가지 세막은 얘네지 정의로 가시가지 빵땀 명이들이 그랬어. 세막은 얘네지. 가시가지 세면 얘네지로 그랬어. 가시가지 로고 말했어. 이체 로고나 다 또로지 얘네지로 그랬어. 얘네지.
돈이
또로시.
알레 또로지 그래. 그래서
배나다 당부 이 책이 때문에 아니 때라더니다 그러고 우리 집에 야고께는 곧 또로 쟁으로 왔어. 아니 때리다 그 또로로 그랬어. 이 책이
So yeah, I mean, this some kind of mind can lead, to the other mind, like this non-valid mind, like the correctly assuming consciousness. So when it has the correct reason, then it can become a knower, a knowing mind. So we talk about the mind that knows its object and mind it does not know its object. So it is knower in a sense that it is mind, therefore it's a knower. But it doesn't know the object. The mind that knows the object, mind that does not know the object. The correctly assuming consciousness, with the correct reason, can become a mind that knows its object. And then also, the doubt can be same, right? So if it's a doubt tending towards the factual, and it happens to that, and then, oh yeah, that is it. Then you come to understand that. So that it can become a cause for the valid mind to rise from that.
Okay, now we stop. No more talk. Thank you, everyone. Maybe, yeah, you can do it short, please.
Page 39. Sashi bogi yukshin mejog shamri erablingi From my two collections, vast space that I have amassed, reading with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all times, whose mind is, whose eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my life's minutiae. May I find the best and complete great paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhists by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings. With the points of the path as I have discerned them, may I uphold Buddhist teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread or once spread has begun, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted boundless peace, and the Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this great course to enlightenment completed, through the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhists and their children, may all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhists. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be sustained by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow-mounted encircled land, source of every benefit and page 49. Prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manu's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplishes magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Dedication prayers on page 57. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious Supreme Bodhiman, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. And page 75, the Mixima. Migbe sewe chen chen racing, dreaming kempe wampo jambelyam, kangshen kebe subyen song kapa, lo sandrape shavasoadem. Geshe.
Thank you very much, Geshe. It's wonderful to have Geshe back again. Oh, what am I doing? Nothing wrong. Damshula, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Short announcements. We've got coming up a few items on November 20th. We're hosting Medford Give Thanks. It's an interfaith event which is basically done through the Medford Clergy Association, but every year they have a different location, and this year they're hosting it here. So it's sort of a baby Sakadawa celebration, but on the night we will need a lot of help. People will be bringing donations. The compound will be full of people. There'll be a whole program to be done. So there's a bunch of volunteering opportunities coming up with that. So keep an eye on the board. November 20th also is at Lababduchen. Is the Lord Buddha's descent from Tushita. So it's incredibly auspicious to have it on that day as well here at the center. So on that day we'll have 8 Mahayana precepts in the morning, and then this event is at from 5 o'clock to roughly 6, but I think till 6:30 is probably more accurate. Then we've got also on December 11 and 12, Tara praises, 10 and 11. It's a Saturday and Sunday, full day, every day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll just be reciting the 21 praises to Tara. There'll be English and there'll be Tibetan, and so we'll be, each group reciting together, and then people will recite on their own. So that, and then come for as little as much as you can. There won't be a class on that Sunday. We'll just do the practice. And then align with that, next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, next Sunday, yes, is when the time, the clocks turn backwards or forwards. In any case, on the day, I've also, for 9 a.m., scheduled a 35 Confession Buddhas practice, so everyone's very welcome to come join us for that. And then there's one more thing. Oh, Golden Night Sutra recitation. I have put in the calendar for the next Sunday in the afternoon a recitation of Golden Night Sutra. We're a bit behind on our goal, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to do as many as we can in this year, so please continue with that. Let me know if you've completed one. And that's it. Thanks again, Namshul. Thanks, Geshe.
Thank you. Geshe as well, thank you so much. We absolutely rejoice in all the merit And as Geshe, I want to highlight for all of us, this is a wonderful opportunity that Geshe has created for all of us to partake in that amazing merit that Geshe has created just by rejoicing. So please, please, please rejoice. Follow the example, what our teacher tells us. And Damshala as well, so grateful to have you here. It's just without you, we can't follow the teacher, so thank you. I remind everybody that we are a volunteer-driven organization. Everything that happens here happens because of a volunteer. If a piece of paper gets picked up, it is because a volunteer has done it. If we have audio, and we have YouTube, it's because we have a wonderful volunteer who's always doing that for us. If we have anything happening, our financials tracking, and because Maureen, because Jennifer does it. If we have a program, it's because we have a volunteer, Marianne does it. If we have the building that we take repairs, it's because John and Les do it. We have everything that happens here, the money to get things done, because Annette comes up with ideas on how we're going to do it. Everything that happens here is because a volunteer does it. So the only difference between this group that I've mentioned and everybody else is none. We all come from the same, okay, right? So there is no staff, zero at Kurukulla Center. Everything that happens here is because a volunteer does. If we've got somebody who takes care of a wonderful teacher, it's because we have a volunteer. That's Kimber, okay? No staff, none whatsoever. We need everybody's help. And this is the opportunity for all of us to create what we want out of the center, for the center to be what we need it to be. There is no self-existing center that has all these services and contract them and come in and enjoy the services. It doesn't exist. If anything happens, it's because we all do it. So thank you for all that you do, because what we have here is because you've all created it and you're all creating it. So thank you very much. Okay. And one thing, next Monday, speaking of volunteers, Halloween. We need candies and we need people to come and help us distribute the candies with Geshe. Okay? Thank you, everyone.